Nobody has ever told you this, but every woman you have ever been with has been hiding something from you. Not a small thing, something that would change everything if you understood it. These are desires she will never admit out loud, not to her friends, not to her therapist, definitely not to you. She hides them because revealing them would destroy the image she has carefully constructed. She hides them because if average men knew what actually triggers attraction, the game would shift overnight. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what these fantasies are and why the men who fulfill them never get left for someone else. Every woman operates in a what-if state. Her mind is constantly running simulations. What if she found a man who talked to her a certain way? What if she found someone who made her feel something different? What if there was a man out there who understood things her current partner does not? This is not dissatisfaction with reality. This is fantasy operating as a filter for who she stays with and who she leaves. The men who understand these fantasies become irreplaceable. The men who do not understand them get dumped for reasons that never make sense on paper, and she will never explain the real reason why. The first fantasy is dominance, inside and outside of the bedroom. Most men already know that women respond to masculine leadership in intimate situations. That has been obvious for decades, but what most men miss is what dominance means outside of that context. It means you pick the dates, you set the times, you establish the frame for how interactions are going to work. When she tests your boundaries for no reason, you hold your position. When she pushes to see what you are made of, you do not bend. You value her input, but you make the decisions. That kind of leadership is what she craves, but will never ask for directly. A woman derives pleasure from knowing she can please you. This is the key most men never grasp. You are not there to worship her body. You are there to lead an experience where she gets to prove herself to you. You direct, you approve, you correct, you set the standard, and she rises to meet it. When you understand this dynamic, everything changes. You stop trying to impress her and start letting her impress you. That shift in frame, from chasing her approval to granting yours, is what separates men she stays obsessed with from men she forgets. The second fantasy is finding a pre-built man. This is her term for someone who has both sides of the equation locked in, the traits that make her want to sleep with him and the traits that make her want to stay with him. Most men only have one side. The muscular bad boy at the club triggers her desire but offers nothing beyond that. The stable professional with the good job offers security but does not make her feel anything. She is attracted to both, but she cannot find both in the same person. When she does, she has found someone irreplaceable. Pre-built means you have the edge without the instability. You have the physique, the confidence, the willingness to say things other men are afraid to say. You look like you could be dangerous, but you have your life together. You have a career, a direction, resources, and the social proof that comes from success. You can take her out and treat her well without coming across as desperate for her approval. You have options, but you are choosing her, and she can feel the difference between a man who has options and a man who is grateful for attention. When you combine these traits, her usual defenses disappear. She does not have to choose between the man who excites her and the man who provides stability. She found both in you. That is when women stop playing games. That is when they become terrified of losing you. That is when they put in effort because they understand on a deep level that they will not find this combination again. The pre-built man is rare enough that she will fight to keep him because replacing him would mean going back to choosing between excitement and security. The third fantasy is the darkest one, and women will never admit it exists. She fantasizes about stealing you from another woman. This is not something she does consciously. It is not something she plans, but when she sees a man who is already wanted by someone else, something activates in her that would not activate if he were single. The fact that another woman chose him is validation of his value. The fact that another woman might lose him to her is a thrill she cannot get any other way. Watch how women treat each other when a desirable man is involved. The loyalty they claim to have evaporates instantly. The friend who was supportive becomes a competitor. The woman who said she would never do that suddenly finds reason reasons to reach out, to heart photos, to make her presence known. If you have ever been with a woman for a few months and noticed her friends suddenly becoming more interested in you, this is why. They saw that someone wanted you enough to keep you around, and that proof of value made you more attractive to them. This is not about morality. This is about understanding how attraction actually works versus how you were told it works. Women compete for high-value men in ways that are invisible to most observers. They do it subtly, through proximity and attention and manufactured opportunities. They do it while maintaining the appearance of loyalty to each other. And the man who does not understand this dynamic is the man who gets blindsided when his girlfriend's best friend suddenly becomes very available right after a breakup. What these fantasies reveal is that women are not attracted to kindness, stability, or effort in isolation. Those things matter, but only as supporting elements to something more fundamental. What she actually responds to is a man who has his life together in a way that makes him difficult to replace, a man who leads without asking permission, a man who triggers her physically while also offering the security she needs long term, a man who other women clearly want, which proves that her attraction is not misplaced. The good guy who does everything right on paper but lacks these deeper elements will always be left for someone who has them. It does not matter how much he loves her. It does not matter how well he treats her. It does not matter how stable and reliable and devoted he is. If he cannot trigger these fantasies, if he cannot be the dominant presence, the pre-built man, the one other women are trying to steal, she will eventually grow restless. She will start wondering what she is missing. She will start looking for someone who makes her feel what he cannot. Becoming this man is not about manipulation. It is about building yourself into someone who naturally fulfills what women actually want. Get your body right. Get your career right. Develop the confidence that comes from having options. Learn to lead without hesitation. Understand that her pleasure comes from pleasing you, not the other way around. When all of these elements align, you become the man she fantasizes about, not the man she settles for while fantasizing about someone else.